Hello there. In continuation of the kinematics of the particles, where the force is going to be considered for the cause of the motion, and from that we are trying to find out what is the velocity, acceleration and the displacement of that particle, right? So in this case we do have one problem he has given. This is the block where it is going to be 1000 newtons are going to be acting at an inclination to the horizontal plane. So the total details we are going to be studying over here. Can you see? A block weighing 2500 newtons. That means W is equal to 2500 newtons, we got it. Rest on a horizontal plane, for which the coefficient of friction, the mu is equal to 0.2. This block is pulled by a force of 1000 newtons, which is acting an angle of 30 degrees. This is going to be making an angle of 30 degrees. To the horizontal, find the velocity of block. Find the velocity of the block after it moves 30 meters. It means that the V we need to be calculated when S is equal to 30 meters. That means the distance traveled by the block is 30 meters. The starting from rest. It means that U is equal to 0, we got it. So from this one, we need to find out the velocity of the block by using the kinematics of the particles. So once again, we are going to be applying the D'Alembert principle. That's going to be the D'Alembert principle is nothing but the summation of the forces are acting on the system that is equal to the inertia of the particle. It means that in this case, how many forces are going to be acting in this case? That number of forces, that's including the forces which are the body is trying to move in that direction. What is the cause for that motion? When I am going to be taking this 1000 newtons, that I can resolve one force in the vertical direction, one force in the horizontal direction. Then what is the cause for the motion here? That's going to be horizontal force is the cause for that motion. But here the self weight and the normal reactions and the vertical component of this is not going to be cause for that motion. Already we have seen. So now we are going to draw the free body diagram for this part. Now the free body diagram here I am going to draw. This is the block it has given, and this force is going to be acting towards this side is going to be 1000 newtons. That I am going to be resolving into the vertical direction and the horizontal direction. The direction of this one is going to be this. This is making 30 degrees. When I am going to be resolving this is going to be 1000 cos 30 degrees. This one is going to be 1000 sin 30 degrees. Right? So then what other forces are going to be coming into the picture? When I am going to remove the horizontal field, then I can get is the normal reaction force. And similarly, the self weight is going to be acting in the downward direction. At the same time, because of this 1000 cos 30 degrees, this force is going to be trying to push this body towards the right side. So then, what are the forces are coming into the picture? The frictional force is going to be acting in this direction, and similarly, inertia force also acting in this direction. So now, from this one, we need to find out the velocity of this object. So how could you find out the velocity of the object? Now we can see, we are going to be resolving these forces. That means, by applying the equations of equilibrium, we are going to be finding the frictional force as well as the inertia force. Because in this case, applied forces we know. But in this case, we have to find out the inertia force. From this one, I can calculate the acceleration of this component, and then I can substitute in the respective kinematics equations. So how I am going to be doing? So sigma, I am going to be taking f of y is equal to 0. In this case, how many vertical forces are going to be there? Can you see? The normal force is acting upward direction, and the self weight is acting in the downward direction. At the same time, the one of the component of the 1000 newtons, sin 30, is acting vertically downward direction. So then I am going to be considering upward force is going to be N is equal to self weight of this object and plus 1000 sin 30 degrees. As you know, sin 30 degrees is nothing but it's going to be 1 by 2. So 2500 plus 1000 into 1 by 2. This I am going to be getting the 500. Then finally N is equal to 3000 newtons. I got it. Can you see the normal reaction? I got it 3000 newtons. So that I am writing here that N is equal to 3000 newtons. Once if I am going to be calculated the normal force, then I can substitute in this the frictional force equation. What is the frictional force equation? The frictional force Ff is equal to mu into N. N is going to be your normal reaction. This coefficient of friction is equal to 0.20 into 3000 newtons. If you multiply, what is the value of your frictional force? The frictional force is equal to 600 newtons. I am writing here Ff is equal to 600 newtons. Once we are going to be calculating these equations, then I can substitute in this part. So I can get it the D'Alembert principle equation. So there we can see the D'Alembert principle is nothing but sigma f of is equal to ma formula I am going to be using. So the number of forces are acting and those forces are going to be caused to move the body in the forward direction. Can you see? One is going to be the horizontal force, the second one is the frictional force, and third one is going to be the frictional force. So if I am going to be taking the same equations over here, that's going to be 1000 cos 30 degrees minus Fy is equal to 0. Right? So this is also equal to sigma f of x equal to 0. By using this equation also we can calculate it. So from this one I am going to be substituting this equation. By keeping this one, rest of the things we can take to the side. So that's going to be Fi is equal to 1000 cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2 and Ff is equal to minus 600 newtons. So from this one I can calculate the Fi value. From this one, what is the Fi value? Fi is equal to, so then Fi is equal to, I am going to be writing m into A and then these equations I am going to be taking. So that is equal to 266.02 newtons. Once if I am going to be getting this equation, this A is equal to 266.02 by m I am going to be getting. So from the equation simplification, see from this equation I am going to be writing A is equal to 266.02 by weight is equal to mg. As we know, W is equal to mg formula. If I am going to be simplifying, this is going to be W into G, I will get it. So the W is equal to 2500 newtons, right? And the G is equal to 9.81. So after the simplification, what is the value of the acceleration of this block? That is equal to 1.04 meters per second. Can you see? This is the acceleration of this object. We got it 1.04 meter per second square. So this is going to be our second square. Once we are going to be getting, then we need to find out the velocity of this object. So we know that initial velocity of the block is equal to 0, the distance traveled is equal to 30 meters, and the acceleration of the block is equal to 1.04 meter per second square. So we need to find out the final velocity of this one when it is reached to the 30 meters. So what is the equations we do have? That's going to be v square minus u square is equal to 2as formula is available. From this one, initial velocity is going to be cancelled out. That's v is equal to the square root of 2 into 1.04 into 30. So from this one, the v is equal to, what is the value of this part? 7.914 meter per second. Can you see? The velocity of this one, the v is equal to 7.914 meter per second. Its attained velocity is going to be when it is reached to the 30 meters. From this position to this position, suppose 30 meters. This way we are going to be calculating. So what we observed from this one, by using your kinematics as well as the kinetics, that means equilibrium equations we are using, right? At the same time, D'Alembert principle also we are applying, and finally we are calculating the field parameters of these components. I hope you are able to understand what we have discussed over here. If you have any questions or any doubts, please put in the comment section so that I can going to be answered to you. Thank you.